Hello, this is Ethan Walden. I'm going to explain my code for the asteroids assignments that our team made. So the assignment was to implement multiplayer to the game, and you see we have this funny window here. If we decide to play a getter, and we see that there's going to be a shared score up here, and we can move around each of the ships, and there's a funny sound effect there. And you see that it died, and yeah, it's just that. And if you decide to play against each other, you'll see that there are separate scores now, and oh, okay, and you can actually kill each other if you really want to. So that's fun. Yeah. So give me a second here to explain my code. Um, I imported AWT to fix somebody else's code. Um, I declared these variables here inside of setup to make sure that they were correctly initialized. Because we have all this code here earlier. Like finding player one's wave height, original X. And I just decided to make a couple of changes. No, I just decided to find some values there for player two. Um, and I also made this new vector for the two bullets and player two bullets times, just like there are for these here. And some image variables for player two and player two bullets, and some functions here to draw um player two bullets, and the flame just being called inside of the animate so that it's drawing right alongside everything else when inside the animate ring. Right? All right. Here is where is this? Inside of asteroids mover. Hmm. Oh yeah, okay. So this second for loop here is inside of the asteroids mover. Wait, no, is it? Actually, no, I'm so sorry. It's actually inside of player bullets mover. And I just added another loop here. Uh, so forgive me, this should be um yellow. Gonna fix it in the submission. Um, and this is just going to do pretty much what this does, except for player two. I'll go ahead and walk through this code for a second. So just for each of the player two bullets, it's going to get the current bullet. It's going to move it, and this is trigonometry. Admittedly, I don't know. I don't know for sure about that. But yeah, this function is going to move it in the direction that it's already moving, and it's going to wrap around the screen if it hits the edge of the screen. And it'll also remove the bullets if if it's gone over its lifetime. Also, if there happens to be an error, I'll clear the bullets just like it does for player one. I created the player two bullets draw function, which is pretty much the player one bullets draw function, except for player two. So we get a graphics object, and we're casting it to a 2D graphics object. And then for each of the bullets inside of the player two bullets vector, we draw the image. There we get this affine transform op from the rotate image object, which was boot code. Um, and we just use that to get the correct orientation, I presume. And we're also making sure that we have the right location to draw the bullet depending on its current location. And if there happens to be an error, I'll clear the bullets. I did not draw that. Sorry. That's also a mistake. Uh, whatever, I'll fix it later. Um, and besides that, inside of start game, I I just did some more initialization with these variables, which I'll explain in a second. down here. That's where they're described. Also, the rest of this yellow is just me doing a little bit of random refactoring. Don't worry too much about that. It doesn't really change the program. Yeah, so what was just shown in the start game is the initialization for these new variables that I introduced, kind of to lay the foundation for what we were going to do with player two so that everybody else could get the stuff working for it. Just pretty much creating a corresponding player two related variable for all the player variables that already existed relating to, the player itself, inputs, the image object, the width, the height, the original x and y coordinates, the velocity, the vectors containing the bullets and bullet times, and the image for the bullet itself. Thank you.